Imagine meeting the love of your life at a senior living facility. You are like on the other side of life, okay? The stories that you have to tell on a first date, you know, like the life experience, your perspective, it's so deep. And it's just, you only have time to do romance, like gandhi romance, you know, when you're 60.
So babies are out and old people are in. Hi guys, welcome back to Moment of Silence Pod. I'm Sakshi Shivdasani.
I'm Naina Bhan. And it's been a week into the new year
2 weeks.
in this episode,
Yeah.
weeks. And we've kind of got a vibe for what's going to happen.
Yeah, do we?
I feel like we have a vibe.
We have a vibe.
We have a vibe for
I
what's
feel like shimmying is gonna be back if we are any tastemakers of anything. Have you actually started shimmying more? I feel like
I've started
have.
shimmying less.
Really?
Yeah, make India shimmy again.
I feel like I've been doing like a
Yeah, just
like
a one.
yeah,
Just a
whenever I'm
one,
like,
two, pop.
yeah. 3 shimmies is out. 2 shimmies is so in.
Speaking of what's in this episode is brought to you by Moxie. We've been loyal Moxie users nationally and internationally. Because Sakshi and I were in Amsterdam, as we haven't stopped speaking about.
4-day trip.
4-day trip.
4 weeks of content.
But I was like, मैं बाल नहीं धो सकती. Sakshi ने बोला कि it took her 10,000 rupees to fix her hair and it wasn't even worth it.
No.
So I packed all of my dry shampoo,
Yeah.
all of my slick stick, and I know 2 updos, a ponytail and a bun. And
Dude, I don't even know a ponytail. I only know a bun. Today, like, while I am wearing my hair natural, we had to call in a hairstylist to do this updo for me. Shout out Alia.
the cool thing is, through these episodes we've done with Moxie, a lot of our friends we didn't know that there were such cool products available. Like, we all know about the wax stick, we know about the dry shampoo, but they didn't know about the anti-dandruff range. So everyone's been really happy, at least in Delhi, where the AQI is killing them and their scalp is having psoriasis. Everyone's doing much
my
better.
friends knew about the curly and the wavy range because Moxie has done a great job like promoting that, but they actually didn't know about the styling products. They didn't know about the slick stick. They didn't know about the flyaway thing. And I feel like Moxie is one of those products that people end up using because they have curly hair, but it's made for Indian hair. So, are you Indian? Show me your passport. If your passport is an India passport, then you must use Moxie Beauty.
Let's get into the episode. We have decided this year that we are going to be donating our brains to science. So our researcher has given us 4 pages of thoughts we should have.
You know,
And then you guys have given us some of your predictions as well.
was
so thank you.
science looking for an unused, smooth brain?
A virgin brain. Yeah,
virgin
they were
brain.
looking for it.
Dude, can I please say that day, like, I asked someone what the rent was next to Galleries Lafayette. So they were like, oh, it goes for like 1,000 plus a square foot. So I was like, what's that? Like, can you give me some actionable number? And he was like 800 square foot because my apartment is 800 square foot. So I was like, just 80,000? That's amazing. Why don't I move there? Because 80,000 is nothing. And I've gone on this whole like, oh, town losers. 80,000 next to Galleries Lafayette. And like for 3 minutes I've gone on and he was like, it's 8 lakhs. And I wanted to die because I didn't believe him. I made him like recalculate it 3 times and then I
It's
can't
okay.
have children.
It's
They'll be
okay.
really fucking dumb.
No, but they'll get your nice curly hair. So
They will get my
it
curly
all
hair.
balances out.
First, you need to do like one overall prediction. Like, would it be a popcorn year or a flopcorn year?
I think it's going to be a popcorn year. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic despite like no one
Epic.
uses epic anymore.
It's gonna be epic.
It's going to be so good. I feel like this year, despite whatever shitty things might happen, which they inevitably will, it's going to rock.
Rock on.
Yeah, it's just going to rock. What about you, Sakshi? Popcorn or flopcorn?
I think it's gonna be a popcorn year because what is life if you're not optimistic? Like, I feel like what has pessimism gotten us last 27 years?
Nothing.
Not 28. I'm going to be 29 this year. That's
Me too.
crazy.
Me too. Yeah, you're
That's
gonna be
great.
29. Are you feeling like 30s ka tension?
No, but I do know that Botox is probably going to be in this year for
Shut
me.
up.
I'm going to get a
No.
little baby Botox. The thing is, I either have to get Botox or I have to stop frowning. Now,
Let's stop frowning.
Ah.
I really feel like this year is the year of genuinely embracing your natural beauty.
people with natural beauty always do say that. But I feel like this is, yeah, actually, I think it's going to be a natural beauty kind of year because I talk about Botox like I'm like someone who goes to the clinic every day to get like Botox. I didn't even want to put Dettol on my wound, bro. It hurts too much. It burns. So I don't know if I'll get Botox, but you know, the more I say it, the more my mother will be stressed out, the more wrinkles she'll get, the more she'll want to dabble in Botox. Then if she does, then I will get permission.
Who is here for this epic story arc?
Epic. That
think
word
epic
is
is
fully
coming.
out.
I didn't even notice it till you pointed it out. Now I feel like it's going to come out of my mouth like 40 times. Okay,
That's epic.
let's go on to cultural predictions.
Sure.
Do you feel like after the pandemic and during the pandemic, because people moved to like remote locations and work from home and stuff, everybody started kind of romanticizing a slower life?
It was definitely a reset of half the population. Like,
Just fuck off. I'm not talking about the pandemic. I'm talking about like the extension of
no, in
working
fact,
from
I
home.
feel like at least when you earlier,
Yeah.
when you were not at work, you weren't at work. Now it's like, oh, you're on a beach in the middle of fucking nowhere. Here's a Zoom call link. Like, no one's living a slower life now. It's like, yeah, you moved. Firstly, can we please address that the pandemic was over half a decade ago?
Insane.
2026. It started in 2020. So now I feel like
Yeah, like, and it does. Do you remember in 2010 when the world was going to end?
2012.
12 when the world
Yeah.
was going to end?
And I think that was just based on a movie that came out that year called 2012.
No, it wasn't. It was based on like one of these. So there are two people. One is not a person; it's an animal.
It's an octopus.
Yes, the octopus and Baba Vanga are two people who are.
I love this energy.
What am I doing?
Are two people, Baba Vanga and an octopus. Like,
उन्होंने बोला है. They were the headline. I am just a part owner of a
messenger.
podcast. I'm just a vessel. They had predicted, I think, and the Mayans also had predicted.
who are the Mayans? And if they have something to say it to my face. Like, we can't even read a calendar. I can't read a calendar in like normal English. I'm supposed to predict a Mayan calendar. I feel like being a historian must be so fun. Like, you just come up with your own ideas based on like clues. Like,
That's so mean.
like they literally spread false news, right? The world is gonna end because a meteor is gonna hit the earth.
Okay, so Baba Vanga this year predicted.
Can you please explain to our audience who Baba Vanga is?
Baba Vanga is a Bulgarian blind grandmother and mystic who has made several predictions about the world.
What-
This year, she has predicted.
One sec. Before this year, what is her credibility?
See, in 2025, she predicted war in Europe. हो गया. हो ही रहा है. चल ही रहा
वो
है.
जो 2024 में
हाँ,
हुआ
तो मैं
था,
उसकी credibility बता रही
तो
हूँ.
वो 2025 में उसने predict किया जो 2024 में
She
हुआ.
said it'll be ongoing.
Like, I could have said that.
Human telepathy becomes reality, is what she predicted in 2025.
Did it?
I feel like we both understand each other's thoughts.
Okay.
Lewis Hamilton wins historic 8th world championship with Ferrari. And aliens make contact during a major sporting event. 100%. This has happened.
What major sporting event has happened? First, you tell me.
So many.
Tell me one.
Okay, anyway, that's what she
And
predicted
who
last
was
year.
the alien?
Someone was there.
Now that we know that Baba Vanga is not credible,
Is credible.
means
Kinda
Lewis
credible.
Hamilton didn't win.
Okay. war is happening.
Who's the alien first, you tell me.
You can't. Aliens don't tell you they're aliens when
Then
they
how
come.
does she know if they didn't tell her?
Arey, she got a vibe.
Okay, okay.
It was a-
Chal. Bolo,
Okay,
bolo.
2026. This is what's going to happen. Is everybody ready? Global disaster. Where 7 to 8% of land on Earth will cease to exist.
Sorry.
Woo.
I feel like Mumbai would go first, so
Stay as far inland as you can.
imagine the historians find this set. What will they think was happening?
A major movement in women's history.
So they would be wrong.
World War 3. ये तो हो ही सकता है. The way
World
the
War
world is
3,
going.
if it happens, we'll all die.
Okay.
Yay.
We got our set. That's what I'm happy about. I won't go down setless.
This is our bunker
Yeah.
on the 9th floor.
There was a budget. We couldn't afford the underground bunker. Okay. AI breakthrough. ये तो हो ही रहा है.
वो तो हो गया ना.
AI दुनिया फाड़ रही है.
I
Literally.
feel like the AI is going to create the global disaster in the World War 3.
It could be contributing.
Yeah.
Because I also feel like AI in the new world is going to be something that kind of redefines classism. Like you think AI will help like the richer people, but it's actually more helpful to economically backward people.
You can say poor. Huh? There's no.
I feel like poor people are going to be more online and rich people are going to be more offline. And why I say that is because, like, say things like if you're a mom and you have to keep your kid occupied while you're working, the easiest thing you can do is hand them a device. So
Yeah.
your kid's on their devices. So if I even ask my domestic help, I'm like, okay, if your kids are off today and you're working, what are you doing? She's like, phone pe lage hue hain. I just have to keep calling to check they're not like pulling each other's heads off each other.
Okay, yeah.
Rich people are like, oh, my child is going to learn Spanish, they're going to go to dance class, then they're going to do this, then they're going to do that. Like the offline experience will be new luxury.
But how will AI help poor people then?
I'm just saying the person who can use ChatGPT to its fullest extent is the person who needs quick, cheap knowledge.
What?
Yeah. What do you mean?
What do you? That's so idiotic.
Why is that idiotic? Last year when AI was big, okay, and we were all chat GPTing to the gods, every script that came in that we had to write, every thought we had, and every caption on Instagram was chat GPT. Now, you all...
Speak for yourself. First
Shut the
of all.
fuck up. The first person who introduced me to premium was
Yeah,
Sakshi.
but like my ChatGPT doesn't write my caption.
I'm just saying that everything that we were like it became the easier solution, it became the cheaper solution to a lot of things, became more cost effective, right? But what we realized at the end of the year was that ChatGPT can only speak in certain templates. There's a boundary to what it can produce for you.
Did anyone understand what Naina is saying?
Comment down below, my mom,
Comment down below.
my sister.
They'll be
They're
the
like, we don't
first
claim
people.
her. We don't claim her.
Maybe my mom, out of sympathy, will say, I see where Naina was coming from.
You know when you said do that whole YouTube prediction thing where you're like talking to yourself? I'm going to go home tonight and ask, will I have any friends left at the end of this year?
I'll be there unless the land that's 7 to 8%.
Not even my
land.
enemies have fucking laughed at me the way Sakshi has laughed at me right now. And the comments will say, and I quote, oh my god, Sakshi is so brilliant. I love the way she laughs.
You were trying to make me laugh and I
know,
laughed. Sorry for being supportive.
And that rude Nena, she thinks no end of herself.
No, my favorite part was we got this hate comment on our last video. A couple of videos back, it's like, I used to really like Sakshi. Now she's just saying XYZ, XYZ. So I was like, when did I say this? And I took a screenshot and I posted on the group saying like, guys, what did I say? I'm not. And then I was like,
I said it. The internet's moving away from irony and back to sincerity. ये तो मैंने for 6 marks I tried to explain this 5 minutes ago, and I have failed my board exam of adulthood.
no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh so hard that all my makeup came off and I can't.
I know you didn't mean to. Do you feel like people will be posting less in 2026?
Not if my vision board comes true.
Really?
I feel like my goal was to post more. I just feel like people, the metric for like brand deals will change from like subscribers or followers to engagement, because I don't follow people anymore. Like I'll like, if I like their content, I'll just watch the same reel 2 times and then it'll all come on my feed. Yeah.
I feel like everyone is definitely going to become a content creator, but I feel like the content is going to become less 4K, less HD, more organic.
Yeah, I feel like, because if everyone's a content creator, who is going to clean my teeth? Like, I feel like we'll have to become dentists and doctors.
Yeah.
Would you go to a doctor that does like content?
If the doctor has some years of credibility, yes.
But like, imagine you're laying there during surgery with all your charbi out and they're recording it.
I hope they take consent before they do that shit, but no, yeah. It would be weird.
What if they blow your face?
Like there are all these dermats and stuff that are supporting certain brands, and now
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know if those brands actually are worth supporting or if they were paid to support those brands. I don't know how much your credibility matters anymore.
So fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we went to this really fancy salon like a couple of months ago, but they were tied up with this fucking skincare brand that you couldn't pay me to use on my face. And I was like, we're paying 15,000 rupees for these products, is the pits. And then I did like one, like, I went in for some treatment to like a skincare clinic, and they took like videos of me doing it, which is fine. Like, it was a collaboration. They took such unflattering videos of the treatment. I was like, guys, invoice me. I cannot have like my 8 chins showing from this angle. There's a limit to how authentic I want to be on the internet, to be quite honest. So then I just paid it and it never came out. But
So then
Right.
what's the verdict?
what was the
Are
question?
people going to be posting less? You said more.
I said more.
I'm saying less. Is marriage in but babies out?
I feel like babies are really in my circle, at least right now.
Yeah.
Like, I also have baby fever. I feel like I've met a baby for the first time. Like, I actually, you can't just meet babies. It's not like they're coming to
Firstly-
fucking bougie or something.
Sakshi, the way you have said this multiple times to me, you're like, I'm going to go meet a baby for the first
Yeah.
time. But the way you make it sound is like you've gone to their secretary, you've taken the time, you
Yes.
marked it on their calendar.
No, honestly, it feels like that because firstly, they have a really tight schedule. You can only meet them when they're not napping or feeding, which leaves only like they have to nap every 4 hours and they feed for like an hour. So you only have a 2-hour window every 4 hours to meet them.
And
So-
what was it like when you saw your nephew?
Nephew.
Were you like, was every estrogen hormone in your
So-
body?
I feel like I didn't expect him to be that tiny and helpless. Like, in the sense that it was tummy time, okay? But you know how, like, when humans, like, when adults, not humans, when adults lift, lift your hand for me,
Yeah.
everyone, lift your hand for me. Like, if you do this, there's so much, your arm span is so big. But if a baby does this, it's like their arms can barely touch. So they can't hold the weight of their own head. So when he was in tummy time, he was like holding his head up for a bit, and then he got tired and he didn't know what to do because he can't roll over by
Yeah.
himself. So he just like resigned. He just lay his head down.
That's why I'm genuinely so glad that children don't have memory, because if I was a baby, I was. I genuinely feel like I would be so depressed. There's fuck all to do. There's absolutely nothing. There's just this one rattle. Then you have to keep staring at it. And time doesn't pass any faster. You know, think about it. If you're an alcoholic and you're drinking, and it's fun for the first 3-4 shots and like 1 bottle of wine. But when you hit the second bottle and you hit it like 6 times a day, it's not fun anymore.
I can vouch for that. But imagine you're a baby. you don't have any like your brain is not developed. So every day you have a new skill
Yeah.
that everyone's like whatever because we learned it. Like a rattle is not exciting for me.
Yeah.
But imagine like one day I see a rattle being waved on my face. Next day I learn perception and I can reach out to it.
Yeah.
The third day I can shake it. Like so the development is so
Is
fast
insane.
at that age.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
once I was sitting with my domestic help's daughter, and I was like, "Do you know what the Earth is?" And then I realized she didn't know what the Earth
Yeah.
was. Then I decided to try and explain the universe.
You've never done it before.
Scary. I can't do it. I was trying to explain the Milky Way, and I was trying to explain
That's
the planetary
crazy.
system, and I was like, "Fuck."
Someone check on this kid, huh?
But it's weird to be a child. I
It's
must
like
say.
imagine you have a 6-year-old and they come from school and they're like, we learnt area and perimeter, but I didn't understand. And you are the person who my dad fucked me over with this one, bro. We still have beef. 4th grade, I had to like give my homework and he he confused the formulas of area and perimeter and I got 8 on 10 instead of 10 on 10. And I went home and I told my mother, your husband sabotaged me. First of all. And my dad was like, I haven't thought of this shit since I was 6 years old.
Yeah. That's why I'm really free learning is in. Free learning is
Not
very,
if you have parents like most adults.
I really, if I have to have a kid one day, I want to be able to just like raise that child in a jungle.
And then what?
Nothing, they're fishing, they're chilling, you learn like the systems around you for what they are.
Fishing and chilling. Like, those are
Doesn't
the two
that
apps.
Does that sound like a full life?
No.
What do you mean?
Where's the iPad? Off.
Off. My kid's gonna grow up very rich. We've got a quick rapid fire powered by Moxie.
A hair trend you think will return in 2026?
Natural hair.
Same. Since 2026 is basically 2016, do you think the flicks or the side bangs will return?
I think butterfly haircuts.
What's butterfly haircuts?
Insert. Wow, isn't it so beautiful?
Side parts or middle parts?
Side parts.
Same. Okay. Are people going to stick to natural, non-styled hair?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I feel like 2026 is the year of imperfections and embracing it. Like I feel like people are going to stop using concealer. I feel like acne is going to be in.
I'm saying like, okay, natural, fine. Non-styled, no.
Why?
The beauty standards have gone so high that now you can't like
But even
shed.
now your non-styled hair is still, you're doing your hair wash, then you're going to put like a leave-in serum or
That's
something.
styling, no?
Leave-in serum is not
So
styling.
heat styling, you're saying,
Yes.
is out. Are we going to ditch blow dryers for air drying?
Yes, we are.
Shut up, actual.
Yes.
I'm happy to ditch blow dryers for air drying. But you're happy to ditch blow dryers for air drying?
My cop out is that I have to style my hair for shoots and stuff now.
No, this is for life.
Okay,
Come
okay,
on.
fine. It's in. Heat is in.
Heat is so in.
Heat is in. If heat is in fact in, then Moxie's even better because you have all of the products there for you. Their heat spray is really lovely. It's brought back a lot of nourishment to my hair. I used to have really scraggly, split, dry ends, and ever since I've been using the Moxie heat protectant, my hair looks shiny and luminous. Thank you, Moxie, so much for sponsoring this episode.
Thank you, Moxie. What do you think of like skinny culture? Do you think it'll die or do you think it'll...
I just don't want to talk about my body anymore. I'm so
Fair.
fatigued of
Yeah.
like this constant, even whether it's mental or it's like, we also talk about it so much on the podcast. I just want to leave my body alone.
Yeah, you and my dad.
As every year in my 30s has progressed, I am just genuinely happy to feel healthy.
Dude, honestly, the way this fucking flu has slapped me in the face, I'm also like prioritizing health over fitness this year because I feel like yesterday I was asking you guys like, would you rather have more energy, more time, or more money? You guys also answer down below, and I think when it came down to it, everyone was like more money, everyone. But then when I was like, okay, more time or more energy, everyone said more energy, because what do you do with like time and no energy? It's like being a baby.
Yeah, literally. What about you, Sakshi?
Being skinny is actually not the goal for me. Like, I feel like it's become more actionable. Like, one thing is like I need to prioritize my immunity, because I'm realizing with the pollution I'm getting like fucked. But I do want to like try a 200 kilo deadlift at the end of the year. I want to like get like 5 pull-ups at the end of the year. So like just grateful that my body can move for me, not necessarily the aesthetics of the body, which I think has been a major shift for me after I started falling sick, which obviously you live and you learn. But yeah, like maybe there was one I saw on Instagram which was like walking 4 million steps this year.
Yeah.
Which-
I feel like, of course, body goals, like when you see yourself in the mirror and you look a certain way, is nice, but that's always you comparing it subconsciously with somebody else you might have seen online or around
Yeah.
you. But if you have like physical goals, like suppose I'm like, oh, I want to climb this hill without losing my breath, and when you actually are able to unlock those things for yourself, it just feels so much better. And I know a lot of you guys out there are moms who who are in postpartum, and I know it's a very like weird experience to not feel like yourself and look like yourself.
Yeah.
I know 2 different moms, my mom's age, who literally after they had a kid, they were in this pressure to get back into shape. One of them gave themselves goiter,
Jeez.
literally from dieting,
Yeah.
and the other one gave herself an autoimmune disorder from trying to get to a certain body weight, body goal. And this is like the first 2 years of your baby's life. They're so precious. I mean, and you just literally fought
You
a
were fucking-
war
yeah.
with your body. You literally had a person come out
Yeah.
of you. That's a full fucking war.
For sure. Like, and I feel like the moment you change your perception, and like obviously I struggled with EDs and everything before, and like my perception keeps changing about my body as well. And then obviously we have this podcast where like every week I might be at my shittiest and I might say anything, but the importance of like having your body as like a tool to allow you to do things is much better than like going to the gym to punish yourself for eating. Like,
Yeah.
and once you get stronger, once you unlock some like physical potential in you, whether like I feel like the highest form of a physical achievement is birthing a baby with a big head. Like, no offense to your
At the big head.
it's a big head, bro. Babies' heads are really big. Like, trust me.
Yeah.
But I feel like that should be celebrated, and then whatever, like, your body is gonna change through your life. It's just a vessel to have you, like,
Experience life.
yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay, we had to take a little break. There's a lot of fun things here. I'm just going to quickly run them with you, Sakshi, because I want to know your opinion on all of them.
Okay.
Okay. Number one, do you think situationships are evolving into even worse shapes?
I think everyone is so tired of pretending like they don't care that nonchalance is gonna be out.
Nonchalance is out, right?
Yeah,
But
it's-
I love situationships.
Since when?
Always.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
I think situationship is like very bastardized as a concept. People are like always ready to attack it. But what's wrong with having so much emotion poured into one relationship
That's not what a situationship
that you can
is.
walk away from?
That's an expiry, like basically a relationship with an expiry date is very different from a situationship.
What is a situationship?
A situationship is when like you basically do everything that like you do with a partner without the commitment, so either one of you can ghost at any point.
Oh, you can ghost at any point.
Like, or you're just like refusing to commit to someone that you're like making do all the relationship
oh, I thought
stuff.
it's a relationship without the label of a relationship.
Yeah, but like that comes with so many games and ghosting and like
Oh, okay, then I don't like it.
yeah. I knew you would go like I think you're talking about like a summer romance.
Yes.
Like I get the appeal of that.
Yes. Summer romance is always
I would not
in.
wish a situationship on my worst enemy.
Marriage timelines shift even further.
Yes and no. Like, how much further?
I think it should be 50s.
I think marriage, like a marriage without commitment is better. Like,
A marriage without commitment.
like you
how?
know, like a
Like a
long-term
lavender
partner.
marriage.
No, a long-term partner, but no paperwork.
A live-in.
Sure. Yuck.
I think marriages should be, you should get married in your 40s.
Sure, but then no one's gonna drink at your wedding.
Everyone's going to drink at the wedding and you'll save so much on booze. Because everyone's going to be tully in 2 drinks.
Crazy.
Um,
The longer you wait to get married, the more of your friends plus ones you have to invite to your wedding.
not my generation.
If you wait long enough, then it's one person again.
What is it? If you are in roundabouts of 1992 and you are single or you're committed, but you're not moving in any direction towards like marriage, children, pet, whatever the traditional norms are, what's going on? Like, why did our generation miss out on the boat of life?
No, but I love it. Like, I feel like millennials are so on top of their shit that they don't need all of this.
That's why I'm saying, like
Yeah.
50s. I want to meet, actually, I've already met, but if I hadn't met, I would like to meet the love of my life at a senior living facility.
Why not?
That's when I have time for summer romance.
Dude, one of my uncles actually moved to this like senior living facility in Dehradun, and his wife, who he met later on, is the youngest person there, but they love it so much that they're like, we can't wait to be senior citizens.
Senior living facilities are fucking awesome.
The rich ones.
Whatever, like just a community of people who are retired.
It's so fair, yeah.
Imagine meeting the love of your life at a senior living facility. You are like on the other side of life, okay? The stories that you have to tell on a first date, you know, like the life experience, your perspective, it's so deep. And it's just, you only have time to do romance, like gandhi romance, you know, when you're 60.
So babies are out and old people are in.
Old people, they know what's up.
Yeah.
They're epic.
I like how, you know, the thing is, as soon as you get older, people forget that you were probably a fucking loser. Like, we're picturing old people as these harmless people. That old man in the senior living facility probably kicked his daughter out for doing an intercaste marriage.
And that's stuff that I would like to find out on a first date. That's so much more entertaining than
Like,
finding out.
rich old men are the most, like, attacker group who are treated like the biggest victims. If you see an old man eating in a restaurant alone, you feel so bad. I'm like, where are his children?
Yeah.
There's a reason they don't want to hang out with him.
I'm not an old man sympathizer.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do love old love.
But new old love.
New old love.
Geriatric love
Love.
is what you love. Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
Okay. Are we finally done romanticizing toxic men? Hell to the fucking yes. Hell to the fucking yes.
Everything you have said so far means you're not done.
Why?
Old men.
I didn't say that.
Situationships.
I said find love in your retirement, in the time that your body is able. Fucking make your dreams come true. That's what I'm
Gang.
saying.
Okay, fair.
मुझे तो इतना मजा आ रहा है लाइफ में लाइक मैं हर साल मैं विजन बोर्ड बना रही हूँ, हर साल मैं धूम 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 करके उसको क्रॉसिंग इट आउट एंड इट फील्स अमेजिंग.
So fair.
Yeah.
I love to see you living your best life. Touch wood.
Thank you.
Okay.
We asked our Moss audience more in-person based dating.
That would be interesting. I would love to see like people meet organically.
How would you meet organically?
People have been doing a lot of these blind dating things. I guess that's not organic. That's in person. It's not organic.
Death of Ozempic. No fucking way.
Everyone's lost weight now. Let it die.
Gen Z protests in India. I am here for it.
I don't think Gen Z does shit.
What do you mean?
Like they're not gonna protest.
If anybody has figured out how to connect with young people on the political front, LMK,
LMK.
I really want to know because genuinely, like Sakshi said last episode, we find that most of the political content that's going out is really focused to like people 40 and above, like all the
Yeah.
WhatsApp messages and the Facebook videos and things like that.
But like, what would Gen Z be protesting? Like young people partaking in like change
Protest
is
and
what
change,
like.
yeah.
Okay, that I'm down for, but I don't want like we want more leaves or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm also Gen Z, but I'm so like far end of the older part of Gen Z that today I have adopted my millennial persona.
Offline is the new luxury.
That's not what you said in the beginning.
That's what I said.
That's what you tried to
That's
say.
what I tried to say. It didn't happen. It's okay. I'm not a natural speaker.
Offline is the new luxury because it's unattainable. You know what I think is really going to be out this year? Luxury bags.
Yeah.
Like luxury bags are so out, and I think the Sindhi auntie aesthetic is going to be back. Like gold accessories, animal print, white on white on white, matching handkerchief to your top. Like I feel like all that shit's like
Handkerchiefs. Let's bring them back.
handkerchiefs, bro. With this cold that everyone has, was matcha the only food trend of 2025?
I feel like overnight oats was the unsung hero.
People think overnight oats are going to be the hero of 2026.
No.
Like a tiramisu overnight oats, cinnamon apple overnight oats. I'm going to try one tomorrow.
Okay, let me
If I don't injure myself. Okay, people think mug cakes are going to take over, but I feel like that's very 2015.
Is anyone making a mug cake?
I made one recently. It
And
was
have
ass.
they innovated it like to
No, it
something
was
else?
shit.
Yeah,
It was shit.
It's shit.
Omasaki.
Omasaki, which I have just learned, is a chef's special seasonal menu
Yeah.
restaurant. Yeah.
Not in India, I don't think that's going to happen. Samahan.
Yeah, I guess with the pollution, 100%. And I feel like Samahan might get repackaged so the girlies can find it. Maybe like, with a little key ring so you can hang it from your bag.
Yeah, maybe. But I feel like bag charms are out.
But Samahan bag charm, utilitarian.
Utilitarian, yeah. I don't think. Okay, so the things on this list are strawberry coffee, ice cream sundaes, date seed coffee, persimmons, omasaki, samahan, algae protein, magnesium, and mug cakes. None of these are going to be the food of 2026. I can write it and give you.
What do you think is going to
I think we haven't figured it out yet because it's not mainstream yet.
be? Okay.
And then this is what our audience has predicted will happen in their life in 2026. Financially independent होकर घर से भागना है. A lot of people want to move out of their house in 2026, and to that I say all the best. I hope it happens for you. I love you guys.
Please move out of your house. Please. But keep your expectations low. Please don't freak out in the first year, 2 years. It's hard.
It's not easy, but it's fun. Like you don't have money, but you have peace.
Yes. Flatmates. Don't live with your best friend. Live with someone you kind of know and are on some vibe with. And if you don't know them at all, I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And living with anyone is annoying. Whether it's your parents, whether it's a roommate, whether it's anyone, your partner, living with anyone is irritating. So don't let that jade you. Someone said, just want a good job to shut my fucking in laws' mouths.
Best of luck. I hope that happens.
Someone wants a seaside apartment, great sex at Europe with their besties.
You want to have sex with your besties? That's a problem.
In Europe,
Oh, then it's
in a
fine.
seaside
Then
apartment.
it's okay. No, I would love that. I would love to have a seaside apartment in Europe and just go to
Have
town.
great sex with your besties. Someone said they want to become my best friend.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think that should be. I predict the next Swayamvar is Sakshi's best friendship. A whole
I'm
reality
really
show.
open to friends. I don't know about y'all.
I'm not open to friends.
No? There's no opening.
None at all.
Then how are you going to have great sex? Okay. Stay single, get 10,000 steps in on most days, and buy property.
Stay single. Possible.
10,000 steps possible.
Property. Yeah, tough.
Depends where this person is from.
Galleries Lafayette.
80,000.
Come on, come on.
Chalo yaar. Will sell my paintings and also do a marathon. Bro, if you're. I have so much respect for people that can run a marathon. The amount of discipline it fucking requires is insane. And your knees, like, it's like these people have a spare set of knees that don't get damaged. Because
Yeah.
I feel like running a marathon, ये सपना मेरे लिए ये chapter close हो गया है
कोई
मेरे
बात
लिए.
नहीं. Maybe you can become an artist.
Me?
Yeah. Why not?
I don't like art.
Oh, then,
in
then
any
it's
way,
fine. Then
shape,
it's
or form.
okay.
Someone said they will get engaged because he will propose.
Awesome.
I think women proposing is going to be so in 2026.
No. No.
I'm not gonna enjoy it.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be alive for this reality.
Okay. Sorry. And someone said, I'll get back the light in my eyes.
Oh. Baba Vanga has
Baba.
predicted that actually 7 to 8% of land
It is going to
on
be
Earth-
underwater. No, but I feel like getting the light back in your eyes, you definitely make like a video in the start of the year and in the end of the year. Start of the year when you're feeling really sad about something, end of the year right before you go on a trip or something. That's the only way the edit works. Yeah.
That's amazing. What a
That's
year to look
crazy.
forward to.
Someone is eloping with their boyfriend of 12 years because of intercaste issue.
Okay. I hope you have enough money saved up.
What are some predictions about your life?
Maybe we can use this part of this episode and play it again at the end of the
Yeah.
year. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay.
Okay, predictions for our lives,
Okay.
personal life. So, actually, one prediction for your love life.
I think I will move in a more committed direction. I don't know what that means entirely, but it's like moving in with someone, getting engaged. But I think I will move in a more committed direction at the end of the year.
Okay.
You?
I think the last year has been very much about me in my love life. So I'm very excited to celebrate my partner and watch him complete a lot of his life ambitions. So I want to be the observer on this journey.
I love that.
One prediction about your parents/sister.
Oh, I think my sister is probably not going to be in Bombay at the end of the year. I think work is going to take her somewhere else. And I think my parents are going to become like more happy and chill in their retirement.
I really want to, by the end of this year, get some kind of short lease apartment in like Goa or the hills or somewhere, because I don't want for my family to be in Delhi next winter.
So fair.
And we're going to try and move everybody. We, as in I, am going to try and convince everyone
Ooh.
via my therapist. One prediction for your sworn enemy.
One prediction for my sworn enemy. Happy to see them thrive. Keeps me going.
Stole my answer. Baksh diya. Enjoy
चल
your
यार
life.
तू भी क्या याद रखेगा.
One prediction about your best friends.
I think like all my best friends are going to have a lot of success in their work, and I think at least one of like my 6-7 close friends is going to get engaged.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Um,
Alia, who's already married.
She's going to renew her vows. My prediction for my best friends. I think this year my best friends are going to be more comfortable with themselves, apologize less for nothing that's gone wrong, and just be like, fuck yeah, I deserve this life.
That's crazy. Good for them.
One career prediction, like what's the craziest thing that'll happen career wise?
I think we're going to be in the national news in a good way. In a good way. In a good way.
In a good way. In a good way. One prediction for Moss, we're going to go to the moon. We predicted this in the first year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actual moon?
Actual moon.
I don't have visa. I don't. One delusional money prediction.
We're going to buy a house together.
Yeah. ना गाड़ी है.
बस 2 time की रोटी.
Just shut up. One prediction about your body or routine.
My body is going to become thicker.
Thought.
And my routine is going to become more consistent.
My routine is going to become more consistent and I'm going to have 2 abs or 4 abs.
Epic.
Not 6. I don't want it.
चल ठीक है.
One about a habit you'll abandon or pretend to adopt.
A habit I will abandon is inventing new work to do.
Yeah. A habit I will abandon, I think, is drinking on a night out.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't drink that much.
Yeah,
I
I
like
know,
how I
it's
said it like I'm
you-
an alcoholic.
Seriously.
Like,
My sister, literally the first reel she sent to me on New Year was this woman talking about her sobriety journey. And I'm not an alcoholic at all.
far from.
Far from.
Yeah. Crazy.
Like, I'm just addicted to, like, this podcast. That is my only addiction.
I have Diet Coke. I
Diet
have,
Coke.
Yeah. Sleeping.
Okay.
One aesthetic or personality shift.
One aesthetic shift, which I've already made at the beginning of this year. I have passed my face on ChatGPT and said, what is my color palette? And the color theory gods have responded, it's deep autumn, which Sakshi has said all Indians have. So that was a waste of my time. But then I've been dressing and living according to deep autumn, and I think I do feel more put together.
You
So,
are looking great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So deep autumn consistency 2026.
Yeah. For me, I think I'm gonna stop like engaging in arguments.
Fuck you. After I've said this deep autumn thing, you've gone into like a
No,
self
but
thing.
no. But you know, like how I argue, right? Like
Yeah.
I argue, like not because I want to solve anything or advocate for myself. I argue like there's like a live studio audience that needs to go oh at all of my jabs. So I don't want to be that person anymore because firstly, when I argue, I obviously argue from like a place of like deep hurt. Which, why am I feeling so hurt? Like, I don't even care that much. So why am I feeling so hurt? Don't ever give me that dirty look. So I'm gonna try and argue to solve problems. Even like, or like, you know, sometimes I'll give people the grace, like with my dad or something. Why will I argue? I'll just be like, yes, father, thank you for educating me enough that I know you're not making any sense right now. But I don't feel like engaging in this argument. You know, like not raising my voice for anything other than musty.
Oh, that's not good. I would love to see that.
Same.
Like, genuinely, in the last year, I've seen Sakshi glow up to a level that I didn't think was possible. And the only thing left is to just erase the sass.
Bro,
Erase the
please,
sass
can I
campaign.
tell you all one damn funny thing that happened? We had my mom's birthday party. My mom has this aunt who's 90 years old. And Nena was really like interested in this 90-year-old's life, rightfully so. Because she does a bunch of things to like keep herself like young or whatever. And then one of my cousins came in and she said, my cousin from my dad's side, said hi to my aunt from my mom's side. And she was like, oh my God, I've only met her for the first time today and she's 90. Now, after we all forgot about this interaction, except Nena was like telling my cousin, Saya, I really want Moses to meet your grandmother. I really want Moses to meet your grandmother. So Saya brings her grandmother and Moses meets this sweet lady. And Nena's like, not her, the 90-year-old. And then I was like, oh, why didn't you figure out that Saya is my cousin from my dad's side and my aunt is my aunt from my mom's aunt? She was like, I thought you all were joking because this whole family talks with so much sass.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, don't you know that's my amama? It's not. I was like, how the fuck would I
And
know?
firstly, she met like 4 of y'all that day.
Yeah.
We call her Amma. And everyone has like, yesterday, Arjun was like, what about Ammi? I was like, who's Ammi? You're saying like, Amma, Ammami. Like, and then Saya said something else. Like, it's literally the easiest name to remember is Amma. But everyone wants to talk about her, so she clearly left an impact.
I want her to come on the podcast because she's 90 years old. She is so with it. She was there during the partition. She was there during all the assassinations. She's seen so much in life, and she has a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
So
Just to be clear, she's not from Sindh. So she was there during the partition
from
the
this
same
side,
way.
she was just sitting in
She
her
was in
balcony.
Mangalore. Like, she was not tangentially also related to the partition.
That's okay. She was there. I want to know what was happening.
Huh? Like, 8 people in my family were actually experiencing the partition and they were there. Like,
From her lens. So sorry.
I love
I
how
like
I'm sounding
to-
like a amma hater.
Yeah,
But I'm like, you just want to bring her out of her house. She's got a good routine. Make her sit under these aging lights. She's just enjoying her life.
Let's go.
She's retired.
Chalo, chalo, let's go home.
But you can come to her house. She
No,
has a
it's
pet
fine.
also, Oreo. She's got a cat.
I literally just wanted to chat with this woman who now I'm afraid to make eye contact with after I've been
Jenna
jarred.
got distracted. Amma has gotten up with a speed no 90-year-old has to scurry off.
Whatever.
It's like, so what happened in the 60s? And Naina's asking her like decade by decade. She's 90. And
That was a
Amma was
lot
like,
of
I don't remember all this. And then she was like, oh, my kids were born in the 60s.
Chalo. Now that it's
Chalo.
been established that no one wants to talk to me except my co-host whose investments are tied with me. So she has to. Let's take a goodbye time. Please subscribe to this channel, follow it, hype it. If you get this video to 5 lakhs next episode, I'll just talk with my eyes.
With your Naina.
With my nana. Oh wait! Moxie!
Oh,
wait,
shit,
तुमने Moxie
shit.
You don't remember Moxie? It's only India's #1 for Indian hair developed hair brand that has so many options for you for all kinds of hair type.
No, and we know that India is like a country where, you know, a lot of old people will come and tell you anything weird about your hair if it's not that like proper, like, you know, that like typical, like long,
Silky, long.
straight
Yeah.
hair. So, we have partnered with Moxie actually. If you tell us your weirdest hair related story or the weirdest thing someone has told you about your hair, as well as your hair type, Moxie will give you a hamper. And depending on your hair type, like this is the curly hair one, which is the one I use with the gentle cleansing shampoo, hydrating conditioner, serum, gel, and curl cream. But if you have dandruff, Moxie is firstly anti-dandruff, so it will remove the dandruff first. And I actually saw this on relationship advice when I went there, and Ronak was giving away hampers, and I was like, "Hey Moxie, why aren't you
We
giving it
also
to a
wanna
mass
give
audience?"
Please comment down below on YouTube, and 5 of you will be getting your hands on a box made just for you.
Only if the story is interesting. Otherwise, I love gatekeeping these boxes. Thank you.